Hey guys, it's Matt with JohnyTechReview, and I hope you guys are all doing well. So I've been using this keyboard from Epomaker for the past about month and a half or so, and I want to give you guys a quick impression and reviews on it. So first of all, the company reached out to me a while back. I did a few keyboard reviews on my channel, as you know, and they were like, hey, you want to take a look at one of our keyboards? And I was like, sure, let me take a look. And it's also something that they were interested in kind of having some more review or taking a look at it. So this is the Epomaker TH80 SE. It is a 75% hot-swappable mechanical switch keyboard. What that means is, of course, the keyboard, you can swap out the switch and of course the keycap, etc. There was two color variation that you can pick from. I picked this color. So for the color, there's this color here, and then there's another color. I'll put the screenshot up there and you guys can kind of see it. So there's a few key switch selection. I decided to go with the Gateron Bro Yellow. So this to me was something that I used before as far as Gateron switch. I haven't tried a Bro Yellow, so I was interested in trying this out and see how it feels. And yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. So here you go. This is the keyboard layout. It looks pretty good, as you can see. It has all of your typical functionality. You have your F key up here. You have the delete, backspace, home, page up and page down. This little Epomaker logo here actually light up, and the whole keyboard, of course, is RGB, very customizable, and you can program your own, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then, of course, you have this metal knob. That's this guy's specialty. It's a metal knob, feel really nice, a little bit clicky. And then you have the push button you can push on it, and you can program all of these. Yeah, so it also is pretty hefty. It's, I don't know, 2 pounds probably. It feels pretty heavy in my hand. I don't know the exact weight. But what I do know is that there's a built-in battery, and of course, functionality-wise, features-wise, you can connect using USB-C. And then you can also use the 2.4 dongle, and of course you have the option of 2.4 wireless, USB, and also Bluetooth. Bluetooth, they support up to 3 profile, and then of course they support Windows, Mac as far as layout. What I really like about the design of this keyboard is that it's really a good size. To me, this is one of the best size for keyboard. Now you're obviously giving up the, the 10 keyless design, you're giving up the numpad, but in return you do gain some functionality, like for productivity example. Delete, home, those functionalities are really good for me. And then the keycap themselves, these are pretty decent. One thing about these keycap is that they are not light through, so light cannot go through them. However, the bottom of these keycap and the bottom of the keyboard is all white, so the light show up really well in this keyboard. Yeah, so from the design perspective, I really enjoy the sizing. I would say one thing that I would improve in this design is that, for me at least, productivity wise, I use the print screen button quite a lot. And for this keyboard, there's no dedicated print screen button. Obviously you can reprogram and remap it, but to do it you have to do function U to do print screen. This is pretty standard when it comes to this size keyboard. Yeah, some company just decide to opt out for different buttons, but at least in here that you have that. Let's talk about the design of this mechanical button. By default, it is volume up and down, and then when you press in, it actually pause or mute, right? It mute and unmute the sound. That default setup is pretty good. Quick access to everything if you don't have any other macro keyboard or anything like that. Of course, you can reprogram it to any numerous functionality of multimedia. You can change it to song. You can do other different macro, etc. if you want to. In my use case, I left it alone. I use the volume up and down quite often in my work. This is mostly my use case for the daily work driver. Take that as it might be. For you, what you want to do is button. If you don't want a button like this, they come with other option that has LED screen, etc, etc. So you can pick from that. Holding this keyboard up for a while is getting hefty and heavy. So while we're on that topic, let's talk battery life. On the wireless functionality, it lasts quite a long time. I charged it up once fully about a month and a half ago when I got it, and I've been using it on wireless on and off with the LED on reactive, not fully all the way on. So reactive, when I press it, light come on, and it lasts over 3 weeks easily. At that time my battery was showing about 30%ish, I think. I started plugging it back in. So yes, definitely lasts quite a long time. Connectivity wise, at the end of the day, you can use Bluetooth. It works perfectly fine. 2.4 dongle, again fine. In my experience for productivity, I didn't notice any difference between the two. Again, I did not use this keyboard for gaming. So for gaming, most people probably end up using the wire, but for wireless, not a lot of latency. So I think that's pretty good. When it comes to the switch, the Gateron Yellow Pro Yellow switch, This switch has a very supple sound. I'll insert some videos, you guys can kind of hear it. But as you can see, the sound from the keyboard is very supple. It is not the softest keyboard I have. I have a bunch of other keyboards, and some of them are a lot more, I would say, nicer ASMR sound. This is a little bit more, still have a little bit of clicky to it. I think it's mostly from the switch, but the engagement point is really good. You know, midway to it, you will feel the engagement. So yeah, you can type pretty fast on this keyboard for productivity. I think this is perfect, and it works well for me for gaming because there is no like really mechanical switch. It's linear. It's also going to be very good for you for the engagement again halfway through, so that's going to be good resistant. I don't know how many grams this is, put some information on the screen, but it's good for that purpose. Finally, let's talk a little bit about the software. The software that's included, you have to download it. It's really good. Has a lot of variety and selection, and in that software you have the ability to basically remap every key. You have different layer that you can change, so it depends on which layer the key will be changed if you want to use that. Again, actually not a function that I use a lot. I kind of use it as like a typical keyboard. For the lighting section, you can make your own lighting. You can program and do some really unique stuff. Then there's also the macro functionality. But one area that really stand out for me is that for Epomaker, they have a website, I guess, or rather they have a database somewhere online. With that software, you can connect to it and you can select your keyboard specifically for the layout or the amount of keys that you have, and then you can pick the different other user what you call define RGB effect. So from my perspective, that's really cool. When I was looking at this keyboard, there was roughly, I think, about 90 different defined layouts, so you can just pick one from another user, kind of see how if you like it or not. The other thing that I really like about this RGB keyboard is the reactive to music. It will, you know, allow you to set up, basically pick the audio source, so you know, my computer, etc. It does two different type of kind of music. As far as visualization, it does the vertical and the horizontal, and in that you have a few different selections you can change around, and I show some video of that too. If you are sitting in a darker environment, you want to have a little bit of vibe and nice visualization, this is pretty good. So yeah, something to also keep in mind. Again, I think this is across most of the Epomaker keyboard, so you can do that with others too, but keep in mind this keyboard also supported it. When it comes down to it, I do love this keyboard. I don't have anything negative to say really about this keyboard. From the typing experience, from the connectivity, no issues there, and from the battery life, also quite good. If you are the type of person that leaves this on with music or a lot of RGBs on all the time, probably best to just plug it in. In that use case, it's gonna last like probably 2 days top. But yeah, keep that in mind. Key layout to me is also very good. It has everything that I needed except one function, and well, you can call that a nitpick in a con, but print screen is missing. So what do you guys think about this keyboard? You guys like it? Let me know in the comment box down below. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumb up. Consider subscribing for more future content like this. Thank you. Have a good one.